It's going well. How are you?
Really good. Interested in seeing how this cross training goes because it's the first time we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm also excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I even spoke to Rebecca about the fact that sometimes we don't know how other teams function and work, so it would be good to also have a meeting where we can just listen to what other teams do and just communicate and learn more about it. So now this is happening, so this is great.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a good initiative from Joel's side,
Yeah,
having cross.
definitely.
Exactly. So, Krista, where is Krista?
Krista, I think she just messaged me recently. Hold on. Let me message
Okay.
her. Oh, she's here. She's reading.
Okay. So she should be able to join.
Yeah. And I'm joining from my computer as well, just so I can look at what's happening on a bigger
Mhm.
screen.
Okay.
Hello.
There we go. Hi,
Hello,
Krista.
Hi.
hello.
Hi. Sorry, I
Welcome.
realized the rest of the team was going to be really loud in the office, so I should probably move.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
it's Friday, so it makes sense.
It's ready. Yeah. Make sure that you have your drink with you.
Oh, I
Of
do. I
course.
need to go get mine.
Unfortunately, I work from home, so and it's not
Oh, you
allowed
can still buy
in my
it.
house.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, my wife doesn't allow that, so I can't.
Oh, maybe you should ask one day. Be like, well, it's a thing at work, and she might say yes. Maybe.
No, I don't think because it's
Oh,
she's very.
You can have water and brainstorming.
yeah, or like tea. Tea's really good.
Yeah, I take three. I mean, I take three twice in a day because I work in night shift. That's fine. I have uh, uh, water bottle with me, so
Oh,
it should
yeah.
serve the purpose.
Well, that's the best thing ever as well. So you're not losing out anything with the water bottle. It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Let's begin our
So this
session
is
then.
education time.
Yeah. Please don't expect much from my side. I'll try my best to take you through pay-per-click
I
process.
I'm
How
gonna
do we
probably
work
ask you
here?
so many questions. So many. So I'm sorry beforehand.
No worries. I'll try to answer them. But I feel like I'm not a very good teacher. So maybe I might not do a good job, but I'll try my best.
Thank
We'll
Okay.
you.
see.
We will. And then we'll score it afterwards.
Yeah. Please give
I'm sure
Zero
me,
it'll be
to a
great.
hundred.
yeah, please give great feedback and positive review.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start from the basic. That is, what is pay-per-click is all about. I'm sure you all know about that, but I'll kind of cover something uh, so that we can start with a base that what is pay-per-click is all about. So basically, pay-per-click
Hmm.
is a kind of advertisement which we do, which involves cost. It's
Hmm.
straight away we have to pay for something. We have to pay for like click, and pay per click is a price model name. It's so much popular, but in reality it is actually a price model which is being utilized among advertising platforms like AdWords,
Hmm.
Bing Ads, Facebook. But it's so popular that a lot of people know it. A lot of people know this field by name of pay per click, but in reality it's actually search engine advertising, or we can say it paid advertising, or you can say it sponsored advertising. That's actually the real name, but it's so
Hmm.
popular with the name of its pricing model, pay per click. There are other pricing models as well, where different kind of pricing is involved, such as pay per million impressions, or in other words we call it CPM, cost per million impressions. Then cost per acquisition is also price model. Cost per action, cost per lead, you can say it by different name. But search engine optimization or pay-per-click is straight away when you search something on search engine, for example, by mobile, online, and when you, as soon as you click on, as soon as you hit on the search button, you will gonna see many different kind of results. And over the top is we are seeing here. Can you see my screen, by the way?
Yes.
Great. So over the top, this is shopping results. Now this is coming from Google Shopping through AdWords. This is also managed by pay-per-click model or paid advertisements. Then just beneath these shopping ads, you are seeing two listing. Each listing is having ad label. So this is called as paid ads. So this is being
Those
coming
are
AdWords.
paid ads, you said, right? Coming from AdWords? Okay.
Exactly. They are coming from AdWords. So any listing where you will see this node, ad node, you will understand it as a paid ads.
So if, let's say I'm surfing the net and then I see that and I click it, that means the client or whomever is running that ad is paying for that click of mine, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
So here you can see OnePlus.net. This is being placed on number 1, and then number 2 is madeinchina.com. So this is number 2 ranking, ad ranking. This is also called as ad ranking or ad placements. Google actually decides ads ranking based on how many advertisers are actually bidding for a particular term. And whenever there is ad auctions, Google decide a lot of factors before putting a particular placement on ad placement. For example, how much is being, each competitor or each advertiser, what is the bid they are bidding on term by mobile online, plus how good their ad is, how good their landing page is, how good their brand is, how good is their authority, and how good their user experience is. So they actually calculate quality score. It's called as quality score. Whoever's quality score is better, that person will gonna get the best ranking. So in this example, OnePlus.net is having highest quality score. That's why he has got a number 1 placement. And Made in China is having second best quality score. And there are, if you scroll at the bottom, then you will also see some ads. Now this is actually some kind of changes Google has made in last couple of months. Earlier we used to see paid ads towards the right hand side, which is here, but Google made a big change, I think, towards the end of 2016. So they removed all the right hand side ads. They started placing all the ads from the right hand side to the bottom. So this is third ranking, this is fourth, this is fifth. So all the time, whatever keyword you search in, whether it is by mobile, online, or anything like LED bulbs, or whatever, you're gonna see many different kind of listing. So the basic define of Google search engine listing is shopping ads, then paid ads, and then after paid ads, this is SEO listing, or in other words, we call it organic listing. Now this is where our SEO team involves. They work here to place our clients listing among these guys.
So I have a quick question. Sorry if I may interrupt you really quickly before we move on.
Sure.
Where it says ad, which you were just explaining, I suppose the way I can see it is that's kind of like SEO because you still have to rank, but it's PPC ranking, right? So you're still competing with keywords, you're still competing with building effective ads, and you're still bidding with seeing what ads are getting, I guess, more clicks and you're taking advantage of that, so those stay up top, right? And the ones that aren't doing well, you remove them from the list. And I
Yeah,
apologize if I'm not explaining it well. I'm really bad at PPC. I really don't know much. And that's something that I spoke to Rebecca about. So this is actually pretty good class for me. Pretty good training.
sure, sure. Well, yeah, it's a good question. Actually, I have just shown you an example of how listing appears, but there are a lot of factors involved on management of pay-per-click ads. That means
Mm-hmm.
you have to think about how good your ad is performing when you will look into the backend in AdWords.
Mm-hmm.
AdWords will report all of the stats, right, for the ad's
Yeah.
performance, how many clicks that particular ad has gotten, uh, from how many impressions.
Mm-hmm.
So the impression is whenever someone search with the term and your ad appeared, that's actually one impressions. And if someone
Okay.
clicks on it, then it will be counted as a click.
As a
And
click. Got it.
exactly. And after clicking, so just to give you an example, I'm not clicking on the paid ad. Otherwise, these guys will gonna be charged some money. I'm
Yeah.
opening, yeah, I'm opening organic listing. So
Yes.
consider it as a paid placement I clicked on. So if
Mm-hmm.
someone click, browse this website, and fortunately, if that person actually happened to buy this Redmi 4A,
Mm-hmm.
uh, if he purchased it, that means it's counted as a one sale or one conversion. Google, I mean, AdWords will gonna report it. So that means, we have got 100% conversions. One click, one impression, and the person immediately converted. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
100% conversion rate. However, this is just the straight away example, but usually you will have to deal with, like, you will get 100 clicks. Out of 100 clicks, only 10 people will gonna add this mobile in the shopping cart, and out of those 10 people, merely 5 or 6, if you are lucky enough, 5 or 6 will gonna buy this product. So this is the math
Mm-hmm.
that we have to deal with. I'll take you to the reports. I think it's good to take you to the AdWords report.
Yes, I'm really bad at that too. So that's something else that I guess I have to just learn so I can understand what's happening.
Uh, should we write in these B&B documents while we discuss, or should we keep it going that way?
Oh,
I
Um,
think,
I guess we'll probably have to send notes to Joel at the end. Yeah.
yeah.
yes, I think we have to. But I was thinking the notes was probably just like the meeting notes, like what we're covering.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we're gonna be discussing a lot of factors, lot of
Yeah, we're
stuff.
going to be discussing quite a lot.
Yeah, so not sure how would we write them down all, but probably we should be writing pinpoints.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So we are into Atlanta light bulbs.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can see this interface.
Yes.
These are all campaigns. Now campaign is nothing but it's like a tree structure.
Mm-hmm.
You have to start with account for any client. For example, for Atlanta light bulbs, this account.
Oh, no, not Atlanta.
Okay, I
The
should
one that
rather
I'm
open.
managing is GoTie that has PPC. So if you want to do, well, Krista, you're not managing any accounts with PPC, right?
No, I don't do any PPC.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll rather open that
GoTie,
account with you
smiley face.
manage. There are certain interesting reports as well which we use. I'll take you to these reports later. So now I'm just trying to check which is Kerry's account. You also manage Trophy Outlet, right?
Actually, no, I got taken out of that account so I can work more on dev. So that should
Okay.
actually say, what's his name? Eric. Yeah, Eric and Larry.
Okay, fine. I'll take you to GoTy.
And cool, I'm learning about my client in terms
Yeah,
of PPC.
it's not difficult. It's easy. Anyone can learn it. Anyone can do it. Okay, so this is GoTy.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is campaign, different campaigns we are running. Now we start with a tree structure account. So GoTy is the account name.
Mm-hmm.
I logged in into GoTy's account from our MCC. It's the next level is campaigns.
Okay.
Now campaigns are for organization purpose of the keywords. You know, straight away we create branded campaign, we create non-branded campaign, we create top seller campaign, we, we create dynamic search ad campaign. So each campaign means to that specific set of keywords we are targeting inside it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go inside these ties non-branded. Now it clearly defines that we are kind of targeting ties non-branded related terms.
Mm-hmm.
Now the third level is ad groups. Now ad groups are further step of organizations. Usually, ad groups are there to define thematical keywords structure, or the keywords you wanna put in kind of their theme structure. You
Okay.
can write down ads according to that theme. So now this part, this tells us, how we wanna look data into. Do you want to analyze last 30 days performance, analyze last month performance, this week, last 7 days? Pretty much you can analyze everything in the
Mm-hmm.
date pattern. So if we look into last 30 days, we can see that we have got 35 clicks from 12,495. This is called as impressions. That means
Impression.
around
Okay.
yeah, 12,000 times our ads were displayed and 35 times it was clicked. So there's a CTR, click-through rate. It has been calculated by dividing clicks with impressions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this shows you the rate of how people are clicking. And we had to pay $10 for 35 clicks,
Mm-hmm.
which per click we paid. This is the action, or I was talking about the ad placement right here, 1, 2.
Ad
So
placement.
exactly, this is the average position, ad position, and
Mm-hmm.
this did not bring in any conversions or any sale.
Ooh. So that was, well, over $350 because of those 3 cents, but around that much money for no conversions then, right? So wouldn't that be bad?
Yeah, usually actually for GoTy, we are kind of struggling. They have actually redesigned their website.
Yes, they did. That's another issue with their website currently. There's so many things that need to be optimized on that site. It's kind of messy, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, it's very challenging account. The brand is pretty
Yeah.
new. There are a lot of competitors, trying to sell products with very cheap prices than theirs. So we have to deal with a lot of factors
Mm-hmm.
when it comes, managing PPC campaigns.
Not just
So now,
PPC, but the struggle with PPC campaigns is how the client's website functions, right? And how intuitive it is and how many conversion opportunities their website has. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
absolutely, and that
Okay,
made
great.
me to Atlanta Light Bulbs. The reason is because Atlanta Light Bulbs is a highly successful account. They
Mm-hmm.
are with us since more than 1 year, and
Oh, wow.
we have been extremely successful with their advertising. They are actually light bulbs selling business. They
Mm-hmm.
sell electronic products, electric products, LED light bulbs, and so many different stuffs. So they are a big brand, and we have been extremely successful.
Nice.
Light bulbs performance
Let's
from
see.
all
We
the
have,
campaign. Yeah, we got these many clicks, over 15,000 with
mm-hmm.
the impression of this. CTR is over 1%, which is a big
Mm-hmm.
achievement. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a click-through rate over than 1%, that means you have done a good job.
Nice.
Out of 10 impressions, sorry, out of 1 impressions, 1 people is clicking, which is good job, given that there are billions of people uses Google, and it's really difficult to get clicks from their
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah. No, it really is.
Yeah, and
And
we
then
spend around
cost.
$9,000.
Wow.
Yeah, they're big client for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and we paid 62 cents per click,
Uh-huh.
and look at the total number of conversion we brought. It's
Oh, wow.
505.
Oh my God. Wait, is the conversion value what says all conversion value the amount of money they made where it says 52,000?
Exactly.
What? Oh my gosh. So they only put 9,000 and they got 52 out of it. And sorry if I sound like I'm a kid trying candy for the first time, but like that's pretty cool.
No, that's fine.
Damn.
That's fine.
Wow.
And
Okay.
those
So
would
now I get to see accounts that are actually successful because when I'm looking at my accounts, I really don't know what's going on because they're really not doing that good. You know, GoTie, for example, is doing a lot of internal things. Trophy Outlet is doing okay, not the best, but
yeah,
that's pretty great to see how far PPC can go or can take clients if done right.
true.
Nine
If
nine
you
thousand dollars is like pocket money, like in comparison to like 52,000, do you know? Like I would understand if they were paying like 30 and they were getting 52 wouldn't be as much, but that's a good jump.
absolutely, and it's just 52. Even we have brought them $85,000, and it was
Hmm.
during Christmas time in November. During November and December month, we have delivered over $85,000 for just a span of $10,000.
Yeah.
Um, so being that being said, if you report revenue, you can now calculate what is your return on ad spend, which is
Yeah.
the most important metric in pay-per-click world. Every
Hmm.
PPC technician would gonna talk about ROI, return on ad spend, because
Yeah.
that is the end goal. Client would also look into, PPC expert would also look into, and that's the final achievement we have to do.
Hmm.
So now here you can see 5.56. This is the dollar we are getting for one $8 ad spend.
Okay.
For every $8 we are spending over Google, we are making $5.56 back in pocket. Which said it's a return on ad spend. You can calculate return on ad spend in percentage straight away. Just remove this dot and it becomes your ROI, 556%.
Okay.
That's the return on ad spend. Usually ROI anything over than 300% is actually a good achievement. It's a good job.
Anything. Okay, so let me write that down real quick. For ROI, anything above 300% is a good job?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay,
a good job.
perfect. And you said there was one more thing that you said for CTR, anything above 1% is good, right?
Absolutely.
Above
And
1%
person
is good. And
is
what's the
good.
max you would get for CTR? Like, is there a good max or does it just range? And your max could be pretty much anything.
Well, actually, the CTR which we are seeing over 1%, this is account level CTR. Now,
Yeah.
if we go to individual campaign level, then there will be a different CTR.
Hmm.
And specifically for branded campaign CTR over 5%. I'll take
Hmm.
it the branded. Look at that, 40% CTR.
Whoa.
Yeah, and now this is
Okay. So
logical.
there is, yeah.
This is logical because this is branded campaign.
Yes, exactly. So there's
It's not.
really no limit per se. Like, the best you can get is 1% plus, and then below that it's bad, but it can range when it comes to a max percentage.
Yeah, this is actually average of all.
Okay, so 1% is good, and then I'll put parentheses and then say it's average.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask you for one big favor if we have enough time. Do you think we can actually go into all the terminology for the Google AdWords campaign? Like, I know in the main page it says branded, non-branded, remarketing, and I wanted to write the definitions for all of those. The reason I ask is because in the SEO department, at least, that's something a lot of clients mention. They're like, what's my remarketing? What's happening with my shopping campaign? And I feel like sometimes we don't know the definition. So it's kind of hard to answer those things because we don't know what they are. So
Sure, I
if we
can.
can write down what remarketing is, that would be great. Then non-branding and what exactly those cover specifically in a campaign.
Of course, I can take you to
Ooh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead with other points pretty quickly so that we don't run over time.
Perfect.
Okay, so well, I should actually write them down as well. Right here. Kitty, are you writing?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm
Okay, great.
taking notes. And I think
Um,
Krista took notes as well. She's taking what we're pretty much covering.
okay, great. So basically, all those different campaign names you hear is because Google actually offers different kind of network. It's called as
Mm-hmm.
network. One network is a search network, which means anything coming on google.com is called a search network.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a one more network, shopping network. You can easily differentiate shopping network from search network is because this is space. Now this
It's
is a kind
paid,
of,
right?
yeah, it's paid. Both are paid. Search
Mm-hmm.
network, these two ads, to clearly understand these two ads popping up, they are
Mm-hmm.
actually falling in search network, right?
Okay.
And the shopping sections, this is falling in a shopping network section.
Okay,
Shopping part.
perfect.
Both are in the same page but coming from different network. Now I'm taking you to some AdWords, deep dives. What is
Yeah.
network? So that you can easily understand, why we create different campaign types later. So, okay, there are only three network. I already told you: search network, shopping, and this called
Mm-hmm.
is display network.
Okay.
Or anyone, for example, visiting New York Times.com or ESPN Click Info or any website in the web, seeing ads. If you are reading any article, if you are reading any blog, and if you happen to see any banner ad,
Mm-hmm.
then for sure, a lot of those banners actually comes from AdWords display network.
Okay, perfect. So that's the display ads that we usually speak about. Like I remember for Trophy Outlet, we were asked to create display ads. So that's for the PPC Shopping Network marketing campaign.
Yeah, this is display network. This is coming from display network. You can see that ads by Google, right?
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So these are the three main network that Google uses. Anybody would gonna create campaigns for these three network. So
Mm-hmm.
in a search network, now the main difference between search network and display network is search network works based on keywords. Anyone
Mm-hmm.
would search a keyword and we will show our ad targeted to that keyword. However, display network doesn't work based on keyword. You have to
Okay.
pick the categories, the interests, the placements, the kind of content you want to show your ads onto. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
major difference. Now, in a search network, since this is keyword based, now we categorize our campaigns based on keyword types.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is why we create branded, because we want to put branded keywords in its branded search network campaign.
Yeah.
So all the branded keywords we're gonna include into this branded campaign. So this is JP branded, and you're gonna find all the keywords. There are different tabs. Ad groups
Oh,
tab is,
interesting.
yeah. Ad group tab are for organization purpose. When
Mm-hmm.
you go inside each ad group, then you're gonna find out the keywords that are included.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta light bulbs and atlantalightbulbs.com. All the branded keywords are added into this ad group,
Mm-hmm.
and which is matching the keywords inside this ad group we are having, we have written pretty much thematic ads. So anyone
okay, nice.
search on google.com with Atlanta light bulbs brand term, the ad will actually come up from this campaign, KP branded. And you can
Perfect.
see it. Currently, you won't see it. The reason is because we have departed the campaign. We are not running any campaign after 6 o'clock for Atlanta light bulbs.
Oh, nice. So you also add different times to it as well. So if if the client is closed, let's say during the weekend, you won't want to run the campaigns because then they're going to be losing money because they won't be making any conversions, right?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
that you can do using setting section of a campaign. In this setting, you can define, this is what I was talking about, search network.
Yeah.
You can see the other network is display network. You won't see it here because search network, but there's a display network. Then the locations where you want to show your ads into.
And the locations are also part of branded, right? Branded campaigns?
Yeah, it's a part of all the campaigns, in fact, not just branded.
Oh, all the campaigns have locations. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is just a basic setting you have to make in each campaign. Location, ad schedule, devices where you want to show your ads into, plus how you want to bid on. Bid is another big factor and another big topic to discuss. How you want to set your bids. Do you want to set manual bids for the keywords, or do you want to set automated bids? Google also offers some automated bids strategies which you can use, like maximize clicks. I want to maximize my campaign's clicks, and I'll give control to Google to set automated bid, so Google will do that. Then you can select this one. Maximize conversions. If you want to maximize conversions, if your goal is to get as many conversions, you can actually set this bid. But remember, these are kind of bias bid strategies. If you set them, that doesn't mean that you're going to actually get many conversions or many clicks.
Yeah.
Google is very smart. That's why we are here. If Google could have done everything, we wouldn't be having here. We wouldn't have been doing our job.
Yeah, exactly. So it's better not to do that, right? It's better to just set your own.
Exactly. It's better to do best practice. It's better to follow best practice. And the best practice is always have control of your bids in your hand. Set manual bid.
Oh, by the way, Krista just said that the internet died at the office, so like no one has internet right now.
Oh.
So that's why she dropped out.
Oh,
but I'm taking a lot of notes. Yeah, she dropped out of the call because she said that everyone lost their internet. So I'm gonna write back to her real quick.
I'm also recording this call so she can listen what she missed later.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's the locations. Here is the ad schedule. Now you can see we are running our ads only between 12 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay, perfect.
This is actually specific instructions from Atlanta light bulbs that don't run my branded ads. We run them between 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's what we are doing here. And Atlanta light bulbs doesn't want to run their ads during weekend. No ads during Saturday and Sunday. So you can see that.
Okay, perfect. That makes a lot of sense. And if there's companies that maximize during the weekends, then we would probably turn it on during the weekends, even if we can't monitor it, right?
Yeah.
Because I know during the weekends, we're not working during the weekend, so that's not something we can monitor. But I would assume come Monday, we monitor what happens during the weekends and adjust accordingly.
Yeah, and it's just the Atlanta light bulbs which which we are not running ads during weekend. But for like 90% of clients, we run ads during weekend. The reason is weekends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The reason is
90%.
Absolutely. And there's a reason.
That's a lot. That's good. Go ahead.
And there's a reason is because often weekends are high sales days. The volume of sales during weekends is high because people are free during weekends. They roam around, they browse the web, and they happen to purchase. So usually you should only set your ad schedule after looking into past performance, for sure. That's why, for any and all client, we run the ads for all the days and all the hours for like 2 months or 3 months, and then we look into our hourly performance. We look into days performance, and then we decide we should stop running ads on certain days like weekends or not. If the sales are not happening, if we are just spending money but not getting anything during Saturday and Sunday, then we will take action and we will stop showing our ads during weekend. We will only run from Monday to Friday.
That makes sense. And I would think that it also revolves around what company you're trying to advertise, right? Like, for example, Pink Lily. I would think the weekends would be the best time to work on the Pink Lily PPC campaigns because that's when people are shopping. They have enough time to shop. So,
Yeah,
it depends on the brand. Fashion, definitely weekends are perfect. And we can even check, if you want the PPC campaigns for Pink Lily. I'm very interested in seeing when they do the best. And
yeah, I can
I
take you
think
to
it's weekends, actually. I think might be.
It's weekend for sure. Into the report sections. This is Pink Lily
Mm-hmm.
account we are seeing.
Nice.
And yeah, there's a report section in AdWords. Now you can actually see any data.
Mm-hmm.
So we will gonna see weekend performance for Pink Lily, and it's called as week of the day or day of the week. You can tell it. Now I'm gonna put it. What is the total cost we have spent days, and what is the revenue we have gotten?
Yes.
So in AdWords language, revenue is actually conversion value.
Welcome back, Krista.
Hi.
Hi.
The internet hates us for some reason. I
I
don't know.
know. I feel so bad for you guys.
It's so weird. Like, I'm trying to build
No,
websites and I don't have internet.
Yeah, exactly.
luckily I have clicked that record button, so we are recording this call.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
So even yeah, great. So here we go. Now you can easily see this is the weekend days. This is the
Mm-hmm.
cost we spent in last 30 days, and this is the total number of revenue we are getting
Wow.
during each day. So you can easily see that Sunday is the best day apart from
Yeah.
Thursday.
That makes a lot of sense because, Saturdays people are mainly out, Fridays as well, and Sundays are your just, I'm going to stay at home, shop online, and relax day. So I definitely see that, especially for a client like Pink Lily.
Yeah, and we are looking into last 30 days data. Honestly,
Yeah.
your uh, date range should be as broad as possible, because if you wanna learn some trend of your customers, then I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't recommend just looking into last 30 days. Instead, look into last 90 days or last 180 days or last 1 year data,
So you
because
said 90
that
days. So 90, 180, and 1 year, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Because the greater the data is, the more confident you will be in learning the pattern of your customers. So the
Okay.
better decision you can make, like if you have that or not. So I'll be looking into last 1 year data for Pink Lily from
Mm-hmm.
May 1st, 2016 until today.
Mm-hmm.
And where is that day of the week? Here is the day of the week. Now look into the overall performance. Now you can easily see
Oh,
that,
nice.
yeah, Monday is actually the
And
best
interesting.
revenue delivering
Monday.
month. But look into
Wow.
ROI, look into the return on ad spend.
Yes.
Monday's return on ad spend is 1535%,
Mm-hmm.
but Sundays is actually 1635%, and Saturday is the best,
Yeah.
1680%.
16.81.
That means that, yeah, Saturday perform best for you.
Interesting.
This is the scenario of 1 year. Now if I would look into last 30 days, then probably I won't see that Saturday is my best. In last 30 days, I'm looking Sunday as my best.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
it's very, very critical, very, very important looking into proper date range when analyzing the data and taking the decisions.
And let me ask you another question about that though. Like, let's say the client revamped their website, right? And they've had their website for 30 days, right? Would it be good to look at PPC for the last 90 or 180 days or not really? Because if they do a complete site revamp, things change. Their marketing changes, their conversion changes, and so on and so forth. So would you stick to just the last 30 days?
Uh,
Instead, until you grow some time with the new website and then it reaches a point where it's been 60 days or 90 and so on and so forth.
well, actually, there are two factors falls in here. I would
Mm-hmm.
rather, I would rather judge it based on having two factor in place here. One is audience.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have changed your website, but your brand is same. Your
True,
brand name is
true.
same. Your audience base is also same.
Mm-hmm.
So probably, that said, your audience are still with you. They are still with your brand name, but you change your website now.
Yeah.
So technically, I would say I would still look into last 90 days data as far as audience understanding is concerned, how their
Mm-hmm.
purchasing behavior is. If it comes to user experience, or if it comes to website looks and feel, then I would not actually go to that longer date range. Instead, I'll only stick with when my client has actually redesigned the website. Now how the purchase is going on, how the conversion rate is going on after making the changes into website.
Okay.
So it's a
That's what
kind
I'm
of,
writing down right now.
yeah, it's kind of understanding two different aspects here. One is the audience. If you want to understand your audience, then absolutely look into longer date range, even though your client has redesigned their website.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to look into your user experience, website speed kind of stuff, then I would not recommend to look into that longer date range. Instead, just follow when your website has been redesigned, wait for more data to come in. Like if it is just 3 or 4 days, we should minimum wait for like 1 month, and then looking back into user experience of website. Look into this conversion rate. Is it falling down?
Mm-hmm.
Usually what happens if someone redesign the websites, actually their sales rate drops. Even for
Oh,
some,
really?
yeah, even for some clients, it drops pretty significantly
Mm-hmm.
because, uh, you know, people are, they used to your website in the past. They used to have different user experience. Now you change everything. Your website is completely changed. So they will gonna, they're gonna just kind of confuse. They
Yeah.
might once think that it's not the correct website, but if they will happen
Yeah.
to look into a brand name, then they'll realize that they are in a correct website. So it's a kind of, that's why the sales rate drops off when there's a website redesign changes happens. The good thing what Coalition does is actually, despite the sales drop, we actually did a really brilliant job of bringing the sales rate back for many clients.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I know Coalition's very good at that too. So that's cool.
Yeah, so it's a
Oh,
kind of difficult question. We are running out of time.
yeah, that's
I
what I
think
was gonna say. We're running out of time a little bit. And I
no
realized
worries.
that when your time doctor actually launched up there saying, "Are you still working?" Because I clicked yes, thinking it was mine for a second. And then I noticed the time.
Well,
But
honestly, we covered a lot of points.
we did. I took so many notes on like, just different strategies and what each campaign means, like displayed, branded. I have one more question though before we end the call. What would be a non-branded campaign? Like, there's branded and non-branded. Would non-branded just be no keywords?
Non-branded is as simple as that. There won't be any branded keyword inside it. There will be
Okay.
only non-branded keywords or other highly targeted keywords that we want to show up.
Yeah. So non-branded you
So, for
said
example, light
is no keywords or no high quality keywords?
non-branded is no brand keywords.
Okay,
There,
no
there
brand
won't be,
keywords.
yeah, there won't be any instance of Atlanta light bulbs or even just the word
Okay.
Atlanta. Like indents light bulbs, you can see this one is indents related ad group. So all the keywords are indents, incandescence, sorry, incandescence,
Uh-huh.
uh, Then in other ad group, fluorescent linear. So all the keywords would be fluorescent linear. Non-branded are basically, the word says non-branded. That means there won't be any scenario of there won't be any scenario of brand terms. We are only targeting non-branded.
So it'd be like, you know, red lace dress, not Pink Lily's red lace dress. So
Absolutely
Pink
correct.
Lily's lace dress would be branded. Red lace dress would be non-branded.
Yeah. So any
Awesome.
keyword having word Pink Lily, we are targeting it in branded. We are not targeting it.
Okay, perfect.
So
So
that's
that was my question. I was super curious because I actually didn't know that. So when, you know, some people spoke about branded and non-branded, I really didn't know what that was in terms of PPC.
okay. So are you clear now?
Oh, totally clear. Like I'm looking at all the notes we took and things make sense now, which is great. So if clients ever
Yeah.
ask me
Well,
questions, now I know how to explain these things. You know, if they're like, I don't understand what's non-branded, what's display ads, then I know now and I feel like I don't have to say, I'll get back to you, I'll speak to our team. So yeah, it's pretty good to know.
great. I can actually conclude this now. I think just 2 campaigns description left. We talked about branded, we talked about non-branded. There's a remarketing campaign.
Oh yeah,
And
remarketing. Is
yeah,
that shopping network or search network?
it's a display network.
Display network. Okay.
Retargeting happens in display network. For
Okay,
example, this
perfect.
is New York Times. You visited Pink Lily. You didn't purchase any product in Pink Lily, but now you are browsing New York Times and any article, for example, this article, and you're gonna see Pink Lily's banners uh, instead of these ones. So this is actually called as retargeting. That means we are again targeting you. We are targeting you once again through our retargeting campaign in display network or the websites.
Oh, okay.
So that's called as retargeting, and that falls under display network of Google's network. And there is a banner, general banner campaign as well, wherein we actually target many people which are browsing web. Not necessarily they are retargeters, but they are different. For example, you visited Pink Lily, but Krista doesn't visit it.
Yeah.
Krista did not visit. So through general banner, I'll target Krista, and through retargeting banner, I'll target you. So these are the 2 different types of display banner campaign, this display network campaign. And the last
That
is,
really does make a lot of sense as well, because I experienced that, you know, online. I just didn't know what the terminology was for it.
yeah. So
Now, when
that's
you do retargeting campaigns, you have to update your privacy policy to say that, right? That you're using cookies or something.
yeah, that's a mandatory these days. Google has made it mandatory that you actually let people know that you are using cookie through your privacy policy. If you don't do that, Google will gonna not approve your banners. So for Atlanta light bulbs, there's a policy somewhere mentioned cookie. They are straight away showing, they are using cookie. Where to find out the policy? Not a problem. Let's go to the Pink Lily. I think Pink Lily. A year ago or so, that was not a mandatory. That means you mention about cookies or not, Google will still approve. Last 1 year, Google has made it very mandatory.
Because privacy is changing, of course, over time.
Yeah, people should be aware about that. That they are
Yeah.
being analyzed, they are being washed out. Come on, here's a privacy policy, and here you can find out cookie. There we go. Cookies
Oh,
will be
there you
present
go.
in your
Yeah.
computer. Yeah, this information is mandatory, so we need to mention that.
Yeah.
So that's about display network, and last is shopping campaign. We already talked about it. This is a shopping network. Uh, this one, this comes from shopping, and shopping is not being managed through keyword targeting. It's actually managed through feed. That is where our Google feed part comes in. That's where Google Merchant Center comes in. because we use these platforms to set up Google Feed. And the feed is nothing but we enter all these product related information through an XML format or through an Excel sheet to Google Merchant Center. And from Google Merchant Center, we sync that data to AdWords, and then AdWords uses it in shopping ads. The target keywords based on the product details you provide.
Awesome. I wrote that down as well. That one was one that I suppose I had questions about, the shopping network and how we actually input these products into the Google feed. So everything now I know is done through an XML format, which is like a spreadsheet, right?
Yeah, it's just like a spreadsheet.
Okay, perfect.
And it appears like this. It appears like this. There's item ID of product, there's a product title, there's a brand which is coming it from, what is its price, what is its condition, and there are many more. You can see it in this scroll. These are also coming from the feed.
And do you have to write that all by hand?
No, that's where our developer, that's where our developer guys comes in. We use their magic to build a feed for us.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Thank you, developers, for helping PPC team.
Yeah, so that's kind of, PPC in a quick overview. There are a lot of things. If someone asks me to explain PPC, I can actually talk about for days, for weeks, for months. And still it doesn't get in depth. So
yeah, I can only imagine. Like it takes forever to explain because there's so much. That's why you have to get certified for AdWords and go through like hours and hours of courses. There's so much.
Well, if you need, we can have any separate session later, any day, anytime you want to still learn about pay-per-click. But for now, I think we have to conclude this now.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashok.
Yeah, thank you so much for the knowledge here. We have a lot of notes, and it's going to be something great to share with the team as well, because I know a lot of people have PPC questions. At least Neil told me he wishes he was in this call, but he's learning about SEO stuff. So.
Well, absolutely. I can conduct a separate session later, anytime for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would be really beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
But it was a good session. Thank you very much for joining. And have a good weekend ahead.
You too.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.